Quick, make a decision. Heads or tails. And don't worry, I'm not going to gamble your money. Yet. Before I flip the coin though, let me ask you something. How many decisions do you think you make in a day? Think about that. 10, 50, 100 sounds more reasonable. Well, according to American Psychology Association, we make thousands of decisions per day. What we wear, what we say, and even who we are. Now going back to the coin, because I know you're curious, think to yourself in your head what side you want the coin to land on, heads or tails. Right now, some of you are hoping it's heads. Some of you are hoping it's tails. Some of you didn't even choose at all. But what's the weirdest part? Some of us only realized what side we wanted after we flipped the coin. And that's what our lives looks like most of the time. We love to pretend that we're rational, logical, strategic, when in fact our lives are just made up by coin tosses. In fact, Nobel Prize winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman explained in his book Thinking Fast and Slow that our decisions aren't slow and perfectly logical at all. They're fast, intuitive, and emotional. We love to think that we're calculating every single aspect of our life, when in reality, we're making quick judgments and hoping one of them works out. Who doesn't? I remember watching this movie with my dad called No Country for Old Men. First of all, what an amazing movie. Straight dads, they just have this superpower to give great movie recommendations. But anyways, in this movie, it talks about a guy called Anton. Now, Anton is a relentless, psychopathic hitman that, funny enough, decides his victims' lives with a coin. So in my favorite scene, he goes into this gas station. He goes straight into the cashier, and he's talking to him for about 20 minutes. Now, the cashier is already pretty frightened. He's like, oh, this guy's weird. He's a psychopath. So then, out of nowhere, Anton takes a coin out of his pocket and flips it, tells him, call it. Now, the cashier is frightened. He's like, call what? So then Anton tells him, you've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it. I want you to think about that. Every decision, every opportunity, every single risk. We've been putting it up our whole lives, we just didn't know it. At some point he was going to arrive. He was going to catch up to us. We love to think that our lives are made by huge, dramatic decisions. The job that we have, where we live, who we become. In reality, as I said, it is shaped by tiny, coiny flips. The moment we decide to try something new, the moment we decide to try to talk to someone new, the moment we decide to put our hands up in class or keep it down and pray that teacher picks literally anyone else. Am I right? And these decisions, they don't happen in a stage in front of a crowd. They happen behind closed doors, when no one's watching, when there's no pressure, when it's just you and a decision. Those micro decisions, they build up to the huge decisions that we make. Now here's the problem. We love to wait for certainty before we make decisions. We love to know the outcome first. We love to know if we embarrass ourselves. We love to know that the coin will land on the side that we chose. Let me tell you something, life doesn't work like that. Yet we hesitate, we overthink, and we replay the same decisions in our head over and over again. On the other hand, every time we don't choose, that's also a decision. That's my favorite part, because we fall into this reality where we're too scared to make a move. And that itself makes us not choose. And that is a move. Just a bad one. Michael Jordan once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And no, there's no motivation for you to hit the casino after this. So tonight, let's try something again. Think about a decision that you've been postponing. Maybe you tell yourself all the time that you're going to do it later. Let's flip the coin for it. Heads, you're going to take it. Tails, you're going to stay right where you are. Now, most of us already know what side we're hoping for. And that's the secret. The coin doesn't decide our future. It just reviews what we were hoping for. Because deep in our hearts, we had already decided what we wanted. We were just scared to choose. I remember that when last year I had to choose between playing Premier volleyball and staying in school. Now, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to chase my dreams, be the best volleyball player. I was scared to choose. I was waiting for certainty. I was waiting for a signal from the universe, but it never came. See, the people that change your lives aren't the people that always make the right choices. They're the people that are brave enough to make a choice. So tonight, when you leave this room, I want you to think about that decision you tell yourself you're going to take one day. The opportunity you keep on postponing. The message that you haven't sent. Flip your coin. And if the coin is in the air and you know what side you're hoping for, that's your decision. Because the real danger isn't making the wrong decision. The real danger is never choosing at all. Oh, and by the way, it was heads. But does that really matter? Good thing is you made a decision. So now it's your time to flip the coin. Thank you.